There is a deadly mistake that good people keep making. They believe that kindness can reform anyone. But when you stand face to face with a narcissist, your kindness is not a light, it's fuel for their fire. Most people see relationships as a bridge, a place where two souls meet halfway. A narcissist sees relationships as a chessboard. Every move is about control, not connection. You speak with reason. They answer with power. You reach for understanding. They reach for domination. Someone once told me, I thought if I was patient enough, he would change. What she didn't see was this: to a narcissist, your patience is not a virtue, it's a signal that you will endure even more. So instead of being endlessly nice to a narcissist, do these 3 things and you will reclaim the sovereignty of your own mind. First, let's break down their psychological tactics, the hidden ways a narcissist will use to manipulate your thoughts. Part 1. Psychological tactics, the game without rules. A narcissist doesn't tell the truth, they design reality. You walk into a relationship assuming respect, give and receive. They walk in seeking power, control, attention. You try to understand each other, they search for weaknesses. You want resolution, they want extension. You use reason, they weaponize your emotions against you. They wield 3 primary weapons. 1. Gaslighting, burning down your perception. They deny what they said, even with proof right in front of them. You shift from raising a concern to defending yourself, and from defending to begging to be understood. They make you question your own memory. I never said that. You're too sensitive. You're imagining things. And you, instead of trusting the facts, start apologizing for your feelings. Power slips out of your hands, quietly. 2. Intermittent reinforcement, the addiction to emotion. Cruel one moment, suddenly tender the next. Psychologically, it's the slot machine effect. You're not addicted to them. You're addicted to the occasional sweetness. Your brain goes all in, chasing the next reward, and you return, hoping for another crumb of affection. 3. Projection, the warped mirror. They lie and accuse you of lying. They manipulate and insist you are controlling. They dump their faults onto your shoulders, then watch you carry them. You believe that if you just explain it better, they'll finally understand. But only people of goodwill respond to reason. A narcissist is only measuring whether you still have the energy to keep playing. Every paragraph you write, every extra call you make, it's fuel for their game. Epictetus warned us, when others try to provoke you, remember they only hand you a chance to prove who you are. When you react, you lose. When you observe, you win. So, where do we pull the plug on their power? The answer lives inside the Stoic defense, and I'll break it down in just a moment. Before we dive into today's most important section, hit subscribe, let me know you're here for this work, and let's keep building a mind so steady, so trained, that no one can shake it. Part 2. Stop seeking validation. There's an invisible chain a narcissist wraps around you, the belief that if you're good enough, they'll finally see you. No, they won't. Not now. Not ever. Their validation is a tool, not a reward. They hand you a flicker of light, just enough to keep you in the dark. Every time you try to prove you're right, you hand them the power to define you. Every time you demand an apology, you give them permission to delay your freedom. I watched this play out with a designer named Alex. Weeks of careful emails, perfect logic, measured tone. One day the manager smiled, "Great work." The next, silence, then a dig, then moving the goalposts again. Alex kept explaining, kept defending, kept hoping. Until the night it clicked, every extra paragraph was fuel for the game. The next meeting, Alex kept it simple. One sentence, one boundary, one action. No arguing, no essays, no chase. The power shifted not because the manager changed, but because Alex stopped needing permission to stand tall. Seneca wrote, "If another can disturb your peace, you are still their slave. Let that land. If your calm depends on their approval, they own your weather. So, choose a different sky. Release the need to be understood by someone committed to misunderstanding you. Withdraw your energy, reclaim your voice, set your standard, and enforce it. When you stop needing them to see you, something sharper appears. You see yourself. Clear, grounded, untouchable. Part 3. The art of not reacting. What a narcissist fears most isn't your pushback, it's your silence. Silence not as weakness, but as mastery. When you stop answering every jab, the game ends. No fire can rage without fuel, and your reaction is the fuel. The Greeks called it ataraxia, a steady mind in the middle of chaos. The Stoics called it emotional detachment, freedom from the need to prove anything. From this state, you become the grey rock plain, unmoved, uninteresting. No thrill to chase, no drama to feed on, no handle to grab. You aren't the spark anymore, you're the stone. Cold, quiet, controlled. They escalate, you don't. They bait, you breathe. They rewrite history. You decline the invitation to debate. One sentence, calm and flat. I'm not engaging with insults, we can talk when it's respectful. Then you act, you end the call, you leave the room, you choose your peace. Is it easy? No. Growth rarely is. But as Marcus wrote, if it's difficult, it's all the more worth doing. Hold the line. Feed your fire with discipline, not outrage. Because when your emotions answer to you, manipulation has nowhere to live. Silence settles, and power returns to its rightful owner. Part 4. Self-given closure, the break from chains. Here's the hard truth. A narcissist will not apologize. They will not admit fault. They will not deliver the neat ending you keep hoping for. If you wait for them to heal you, you'll wait a lifetime. Choose to give yourself the ending, and you begin to heal today. Because closure isn't their final word, it's your final decision. When you say, I don't need you to understand me for me to be at peace, that is freedom. When you say, I don't need your apology to forgive, that is power. When you say, I don't have to win the argument to win myself, that is Stoicism. In that moment, the chains crack. You stop being a character in their story. You become the author of your own. Remember Marcus Aurelius, the harm others do cannot stain your soul unless you permit it. And once your soul is free, no narcissist can touch you. The mindset is set. Now the practice. What do we say? What do we do step by step in the moment? So the game ends right there, on the field. Here. Now, let's begin with the steps. Together. Part 5. The playbook to shut the game down. Step 1. The approval fast. 7 days without seeking validation. Praise isn't oxygen, it's perfume. A quick inhale is fine, but if get hooked and you suffocate. For the next 7 days, no defense emails, no long explanation texts, no chasing to finish an argument. Hold your ground, watch what happens. Silence becomes the clearest mirror of character. Quick practice. Write this in your notes and read it daily. I don't need you to understand me for me to respect myself. Now, apply grey rock when you must interact with co-workers or relatives. Goal: reduce emotional amplitude short, neutral, no bait. Time box your contact 10 to 15 minutes, then out. Topic box the conversation, 2 or 3 safe topics. If they drag you off course, return to the box or end it. Common mistake in this step: using grey rock with safe people. They'll feel shut out, or using it too long with a narcissist without boundaries. You get slowly eroded. So upgrade it. Grey rock plus clear boundaries and consistent consequences. Step 2. Boundaries and consistent consequences. Formula is, if X continues, I will do Y, and Y must be under your control. For For example, in work, if this meeting gets personal, I'll leave. We'll resume when we're back on the agenda. In family, if insults appear, I'll end the call and schedule another time. In dating, if you vanish for days and return with demands, I won't respond for 24 hours. After that, we'll only discuss clear plans. Core truth, a boundary without consistent consequence, is a suggestion. Step 3. The extinction burst, the last flare before it dies. When you get serious, they escalate: rapid texts, victim performance, then attacks, old history, flying monkeys. Don't panic, this is proof their system is failing. Here is your response plan. Set the forecast in your own mind. A storm is coming. When the blow-up hits, call it by its name. Instead of being swept into the storm they create. No renegotiation mid-storm. Repeat the boundary and consequence. Nothing else. Run the 3-step routine: stop, breathe, count to 5, restate the boundary, exit the interaction with calm, deliberate confidence. And finally, I'll send you 9 simple phrases, Stoic defense lines, you can use right away in everyday life. Comment Stoic defense to let me know you want them, and I'll send them to you. Conclusion: true victory isn't forcing an apology. It isn't proving who's right or wrong. True victory is staying calm when they say your name, steady, unshaken. When you no longer need to react, no longer need to be understood, and you can smile and say, I learned what I needed. They've already lost, and you have won. If this spoke to you, tap like, subscribe for more Stoic lessons, and share this with someone who needs it. Seal your commitment in the comments with 4 words. I choose calm. Our work continues. Stronger mind, quieter heart, unshakable peace.